It's an early kick-off today, and it might be morning here in Germany, but let me tell you, the stars are still up.
This is Lions Den.
Connected by EE.
Here we are back on Lions Den, connected by EE. Listen, the people asked and we delivered. And in the building today, we've got the one and only Jude, Bellingham and Trent, Alexander-Arnold. Boys, how are we feeling?
Good, yeah. Just woke up for this.
Early.
So
Yeah, I know.
forgive us if there's any slip-ups, but now feeling good.
Yeah, you know what? We'll warm you into it. Don't worry, we're not going to start hard. We're going to start off nice, easy recovery day yesterday. Is it now when the training properly ramps up and we start looking at the next game?
Yeah, I think it was important. I think the more days we have, we've trained hard throughout the whole camp, and it's quite intense everyday training. So it was good to have a recovery day, a day off the grass. Everyone's put the work in. The lads that played, the lads that didn't play, ran after the game. So it was important to, relax and recover and spend some quality time with each other. To be honest, off pitch.
I've seen you boys in the cryo chamber doing a bit of yoga. Which one you prefer? Because I know a few of the boys ain't as flexible as they claim to be.
I think physically wise, I always feel better after a cryo. I think there's something about it where I don't know if it kind of feeds the mind first with how cold it is, but I think I always feel really good after a cryo. But Suzanne's brilliant with the yoga and stuff, and I know yesterday I was dead, so it was difficult trying to get into some of the positions that she was getting in. But no, definitely both are really key in terms of recovery.
Cryo v ice bath going on recovery day. What we have?
I prefer cryo, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't mind an ice bath actually. I like sitting in an ice bath for a while.
Sick man.
Yeah, no, it's enjoyable. It's nice.
I don't believe the ice bath has ever been enjoyed.
The key is sauna, ice bath. Go sauna, ice bath.
Yeah. No, but
that's a nice.
Yeah, but I feel like ice bath's like tolerable for a longer amount of time. Like cryo, you're doing it for like 2.5 minutes, and while you're in there, it's like.
But it's full. I feel like it's full body. It's nice.
True. Yeah.
Fair play, boys. Throw your headphones in because we've got a little bit of trivia that's been going on. Trent's obviously been knocking about camp, testing people's things. So we've got a few. We've got some nice cutaways from training. If you look at the screen now.
An FA Cup. Yossi Benayoun.
Go on, talk to me, because what was the question? The question was who scored a hat-trick in FA Cup, Premier League
and Champions League.
Yeah. There's not a chance you knew that was Yossi Benayoun.
Nah,
off the rip.
Nah, so obviously I've been asking questions throughout camp. Like every morning I might come down to breakfast with like a new question. And that had been one from like the prior day.
Okay.
And then
he must have heard the answer.
And so everyone knew. So everyone within the team knew the answer.
I'd heard it before, so I knew the answer.
So essentially he knew the answer.
Knowledge, isn't it?
That's rogue football knowledge there.
Nah, but to be fair, you've got some good ones, haven't you?
What else was there? What else have I asked?
Who's?
You've had some real good ones. Uncapped 50. That one's a good one.
Yeah, that one's a good one. That one is a good one.
Yeah.
Go on, hit us. We'll ask the audience if they know at home.
Most expensive transfer ever that's never been capped by his country.
That's frightening. Guys, if you're watching at home, I want to know if you know the answer.
And it's still uncapped to this day.
Still uncapped to this day?
Still playing, still, yeah.
All right, we're going to reveal it at the end of the show, but do you know the answer to your question is actually 2 separate answers. It's not just Yossi Benayoun. Do you know that?
I seen something like...
So I'm going to let you... Can you quickly guess who you think the other 2 players are? One of them you see every day.
Yeah, I think Harry Kane's one.
Harry Kane's one. Leicester, Apoel and...
Why didn't he say anything?
Hey. Because, he's humble, isn't he?
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, fair. And there's one more.
Nah.
There's one more.
There's one more. One of the most famous ends to a season of all time.
Ends to a season. Aguero.
Bang.
Yeah,
not bad. Look, he's got it. I can give you the biggest clue, but that's okay.
That makes that question a bit dead now. Isn't it?
I know exactly. Yeah, I say he's supposed to be quizmaster. You got to know there's the number 2 answer to the question.
Yeah, that's rubbish, man.
Who's got the best trivia knowledge apart from yourself, Trent? Obviously. Nah, you two are double.
Nah, to be fair, nah.
How much you paying him to say?
Nah, but it depends on the style of question.
He's too young to remember.
He knows ball. But it depends on the style of question. Like I prefer more like thinking style like that.
Yeah.
Whereas like
we did one. There was one.
Not stat.
We did the one that Mark does where he gives you
like
four or five
players that this players who's played with.
Yeah.
At some point in the career.
Yeah.
But my brain can't really.
We had a couple real good ones of that, and yeah, at dinner and that.
Yeah.
You're not the best at them, but the stats ones you quite good.
Hey, just know where your strengths are, boys. It's okay.
Sit, mate. Double that, like you said. You know what I mean? I'll do the teams. He does the stats.
Right, let's get back to football proper. All eyes on Sunday. You play in Slovakia. We finally know. How are we feeling about it, boys?
I didn't know until you said, but
there we go. No. Listen, you learned something new online today.
Yeah, I think you're always going to have tough games at this point in the tournament. I think, you know, people will obviously look at it and see it as Slovakia and think it's going to be an easy game. It's definitely not the case because they'll pose a different kind of threat and it's a different kind of thing to break down as well. I think actually sometimes when you play against some of the nations who come at you a little bit more, it's a bit more open. So I think it'll be an interesting game. It'll be one that obviously we're confident we have enough in the room to win, and I know that the performances haven't been as good as they can be in the first 3 games, but I think it's a great opportunity for us to kind of get back to the level that we need to be at.
For sure. Now, you both got experience of lifting trophies and silverware with your clubs. You drawing on that experience and trying to finally get your hands on something for England?
Yeah, I think you have to. That's the ultimate motivation. I think for us as players, it'll be silly of us to even come out here without the thought of winning the trophy in our head. That's something you have to have. It's something that you have to use as motivation. That's where we want to take this country to. We want to help in whatever way we can. Be influential and help the team win. And you look throughout the whole team, there's a load of winners at all different levels, ages and experience. And we have to draw on that. And we've been through it together as a team in different competitions. And now we need to pull together and get it here.
For sure. Jude, you're back in your home from home, back in Germany. Does it feel good?
Yeah, feels good. Obviously I had 3 really good years here in Dortmund. Had a really good time, learnt a lot about kind of a different football culture, and a really key part of my career, my journey so far. You know, learnt a lot about more than just on the pitch, but off the pitch. And the first time I kind of had a bit more responsibility as a leader within a squad. So, so grateful for everything that kind of happened there. It's a bit more sunny here than it was in Dortmund most of the time. And a different kind of vibe to the cities. I think that's always interesting when you go to different cities in Germany, that it's very different based on the people and the jobs, and the Dortmund was very industrial, and here it just seems a bit more quiet. So it's quite nice. A nice place to have a base camp, and obviously travelling around Germany, playing in stadiums I played in before, is it's nice to reminisce.
For sure. Now, Dec came on the show and he'd been waxing lyrical about his ability on the camera. He said he took Eddie's camera and he was doing the absolute most. He took this picture of you boys. So he said you said it was one of the best pictures you've ever seen.
I don't think I said that, but
is he gassing?
I think he's gassing. Yeah,
he said that.
Yeah, he said that, and we kind of just nodded, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's a good picture.
It is a good pic.
It's not bad. Like, talk to me. This was the practice. How much time did you spend practicing the Cele?
This was the day after, no?
This was the day after.
That was the day after when it'd already gone.
Yeah, so we'd already done it at this point.
Okay. Now you know what? I'll give you that.
So yeah, he's kind of. But he, to be fair, he did have some good shots on the camera, actually, Dec.
Yeah.
Eddie was impressed. So, it was obviously celebration kind of went a little bit viral and it was really popular, and, it was kind of for Eddie as well. Yeah. So it was a nice.
You can't see, he's over there behind the set, having it about with the camera trained on him from the sniper. Yeah. The sniper.
He's fuming because he said Dec's better than him as well.
Now, I've got to talk about the fans, because in the last game, I mean, throughout this tournament, they've been incredible, but some of the noise in that stadium, especially through the second half, I don't think they stopped singing. How much does that help you on the pitch, and what does it? Do you feel that when you're playing?
Yeah, definitely. I think you definitely draw on them for energy towards the end of games. You know, I felt like in the last game I was absolutely dead, but you hear them singing, you hear them chanting, and you know, like you said, you can play at a level that's not at our best, and it's normal. It can happen, but I think the important thing is when you're wearing this badge and you're representing those fans is that you don't give up, and I think they're a constant reminder of that. I think it's always interesting. I know there's a lot of negativity outside the kind of stadium and the camp, but I always feel that when we get into the stadium, it's so different, and I think it's important that as teammates and as a team, we remember that the ones in the stadium are the ones that are going to give us the energy. So don't worry about the ones that kind of aren't there. And yeah, we obviously got to keep using that energy, using that kind of that feeling that we get from them to be successful in this tournament.
No doubt. Now, boys, pop your headphones in, because as you know, Lions Den is all about the fans, and today is no different. Listen, we've got them up early. It's a different type of show. So first up, we've got George Jarvis, who's here, who's been in Germany actually for the last 2 games. He's hoping to get out for the last 16 tie. George, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, Josh.
No doubt. We've also got Milton Parochial Primary School, and they're going to give us 3 questions as well. But George, I want to start with your question.
Yeah, hello, Josh. Hello, Trent. Hey, Jude. Having played in Germany previously in your career, is there a sense of familiarity with the venues and environment that creates confidence, and in what way?
Yeah, I think I'm really big into the visualisation. I think people have seen it when I go out onto the pitch a few hours before the game and try and understand my surroundings, especially in stadiums I've not played before in Spain. So in Germany, it's really nice to have that familiarity, like you said, and to know kind of and have a feeling of kind of the dimensions and how it looks as you have the ball and, you know, your picture, you know. So that's helpful. But it does change a lot with, obviously, the Euro, all the kind of different sponsors. It gives a different kind of look to each of the stadiums. So that's something to get used to as well. But in terms of the pitch and the dimensions, yeah, it's really nice.
Fantastic question, George. Now we're going to go to one of the 3 questions we got from Milton Parochial School. The first question is from our good man, Archie. Archie, have you got a question for us?
What other sport would you like as a job if you didn't play football?
Oh, boys, that's a tough one. Great question, Archie.
Yeah. We've spoken about this.
OK.
I'd love to be a quarterback.
I want to say the same, but I'll go something different. I'll go tennis player.
Yeah. NFL and tennis, I think.
OK. Archie, fantastic question.
Great question, Archie.
Just to dig into that a little bit. Quarterback, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, in the 10, it's a little bit of a quarterback position.
A little bit, but I just like the idea of just being able to fling the ball and that way. But no, it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of pressure, but I know, like, you know, like Mahomes, things like Brady, so creative how they can get with some of the plays and that. Obviously, I wouldn't like getting it, so that would be the only downside. But no, definitely that.
And Trent,
I just like the idea. I think for me, I'm used to playing in a team sport. Yeah. So, although, you know, I think there's a team behind the team, you know, it's on you. I like the idea of it. As the same with boxing, it all comes down to you. If you perform on the court, then it's down to you. If you don't and you're out, that's on you. I like that pressure, and I'd like to feel what that would be like. So I think about that a lot.
Less contact than being a quarterback, for sure. All right, fair play. OK, we've got a second question. We're going to move on to Charlotte. Charlotte, you've got a question for the boys?
If there was a film made about your life, which actor would you like to play you?
I could tell.
Great question.
That's a fantastic. I know the answer.
I know his answer. I know my answer. Denzel.
Denzel.
Yeah, of course. He'll be playing a lot of people, let me tell you.
Definitely, Denzel.
OK, so Denzel Washington would play you in a film about your life.
Mind you, there'd have to be a lot of makeup and that. Getting on a bit.
I think it'd be more off pitch now than on pitch.
Yeah, you'd have to play me in like the late years, you know.
Yeah, in your swan song of your career. OK, fair play. Fantastic question, Charlotte. And the final question is from Alexandra. Alexandra, what's your question?
What were you like at school, and what was your favourite subject? Why?
Oh, wow. And be honest. What were you like at school, and what was your favourite subject? Now, be honest.
Go on.
What was I like at school?
Good question.
I did enjoy school, to be honest. Still now, I enjoy learning. That was something that I enjoyed. I liked being challenged. I enjoyed learning. I enjoyed learning new things and new experiences and socialising with classmates and people at like break times and lunch times.
I like your favourite lesson is break.
Yeah.
It's top. Yeah.
Yeah, but no,
I
favourite
love
lesson.
learning. My favourite lesson is break.
Nah, favourite lesson would be maths probably.
Yeah?
Yeah, maths.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, outside the obvious of like PE and that, I did really well in English language, like talking and stuff like that. I did really well in my exams in that. I think that was probably my favourite one. But yeah, similar in school, just quite cheeky, loud, and looked after people and stuff. But yeah, I always felt that if I didn't do well in school, my parents wouldn't let me play football, so that was enough motivation.
Good motivation.
So yeah, if I couldn't play football, then I'd been a bit of a weird place.
There we go, guys. Well, fantastic questions. I think you've got a sensational teacher who's let you miss the first little bit of school to come and chat to the boys. So thank you so much for joining us. And George, fingers crossed you get back here for the last 16 as well. Now, can you do me a favour, boys? Just because I know these guys have spent a lot of time waiting to hear from you guys, and they've prepped their questions thoroughly. So can you sign those shirts, and we'll try and get them out to the guys as soon as possible. So thank you guys very, very much. Guys, are you feeling happy about that? You got your questions answered?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck.
There
We believe in you.
OK, the boys, they're all saying good luck and we believe in you, so that's absolutely perfect. The boys just signing your shirts, which will be with you in not too long. So thank you very much for joining us, guys. Boy, sensational. I don't believe a word that you were both good in school. Not a chance.
Why?
We're going to get in the comments. If you went to school with Jude or Trent, let us know.
Don't do that.
Nah, do that. Do that.
Oh, you're actually being honest.
That's fine.
Don't do that.
I'm being honest.
There we go. All right, boys. We know you boys are, you're inseparable on and off the pitch, but we got to know really deep down how well you know each other. So we're going to play a little game.
Ooh.
Yeah? This one. He's already ready. He's already ready.
whiteboard.
This one's called Jude or Trent. Okay. I'm gonna basically give you a bunch of questions. Okay.
Okay.
And you've got to answer.
Okay.
Whether it's you, Jude, or your mate on the other side.
Right.
So far.
Like
Okay,
Mr. and Mrs.
But is it like fact or is it like?
Some of them are facts.
Okay.
And some of them's like a little bit of a Mr. and Mrs.
opinion.
It's Mr. and Mrs. in it. No.
I don't get where that comes from. Look, it's that close.
Okay, boys, are you ready? Listen, this is some trivia.
It's weirdly
Get you warmed
close.
up.
No, yeah, we ain't inseparable,
We're
guys.
inseparable.
We ain't inseparable.
50-50.
It's because every time the camera's round,
Yeah.
we are together.
I don't. Does that
Inseparable.
not say something?
Inseparable's a bit.
A double act.
Yeah.
Do you want? What would you rather?
Anything but inseparable, to be fair.
All right, fair. All right, maybe I've got kind of too strong, but listen, trust me, when I see you in about 3.5 hours, you'll be there next to each other. OK, trivia questions, boys. First, which of you was born closest to England's base camp at St George's Park? Remember, it's either Jude or Trent. Who was born closest? All right. Please reveal your answers. Whoa, hang on a
I
minute.
didn't like my handwriting. Go again.
OK. 3, 2, 1, please reveal. Jude, I can tell you the correct answer, judged by our boffins back home, is...
Yeah.
Jude Bellingham. Jude, you actually born 45 miles from St George's Park.
Really?
Yeah, Liverpool's 85 miles.
Yeah, that was a no.
So you were literally miles off it.
Nice warm up.
That's OK. So, boys, which of you was 13 years old when Carl Walker, the oldest player in the squad, made his start for England? I'm giving you no dates. So which one of you was 13 years old when Walks made his first start for England? I can see the cogs working here. I can see the cogs working.
Nah.
You got this, Jude, yeah? Already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
Wait,
maths, innit?
wait there.
No, I thought maths was your favourite subject, brother.
Yeah. Can we get a clock?
OK, we're going to do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have you got an answer there?
Yeah, I've got an answer.
Well, please, boys, reveal it. Straight down here. I can confirm the correct answer is...
Yes, sir.
Yes. It happened
Yes,
in
sir.
November 2011. Jude, you were 8. And this is actually Trent playing for Country Park. His
Country
grassroots team.
Park, yeah.
Nice
204
picture,
to 206.
Lovely little
Yeah.
picture, that.
They retire your shirt as well?
They had to retire the trophy because I won it so much.
Fair play.
I'll never be
All
able to live that down, will I?
Never. Never. Not on this show, anyway. OK, boys, so who made their senior England debut when the UK's #1 song was One Kiss by Calvin Harris and Dua Lipa? Proper football icon song. Wow, that was quick as well. Wow, straight away. Trent, I can tell you the correct answer is?
For sure.
Obviously.
Summer 2018.
Yeah.
Oh, 7th of June 2018, 2-0 friendly against Costa Rica, Ellen Road.
Ellen Road.
Leeds. Was that song ringing out?
I just remember it was around that time, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good summer.
Yeah.
It's a good summer. OK, number 4. This one's getting tougher. Which of you scored your first senior England goal on Lewis Dunk's birthday?
Oh!
I told you, it's not only you that could knock out the trivia. Yeah. That's a left field one.
When did you score yours?
When did you score yours?
OK, there's a little bit of collaboration and collusion.
I ain't saying.
You're playing against each other, remember?
You scored yours against America?
Your first senior goal?
Yeah.
America? Right, on what time? Donkey would have played in that, wouldn't he? Donkey could have played in that. So it was his birthday.
Look at me.
Do you remember singing Happy Birthday to him or something?
Well, he wasn't in the squad back then, bro.
He was. He played.
2018.
Bet you he played.
I'm going to give you a 10-second countdown, boys. You got 50-50 chance.
Your first goal.
It is 7.
No,
6,
it was yours the summer.
5,
Iran.
4, 3, 2, 1. Can you please reveal your answers? Oh, boys, I can tell you the correct answer is Jude, 21st of November 2022. Opening goal, England 6-2 win against Iran. Opening game of the World Cup. You had it. You had it.
I knew it was that game.
You said the summer then. That's when I thought, oh, he's gone.
Yeah, OK. So, boys, second round of questions.
That game.
They wouldn't have played, I don't think.
The America game, though.
Yeah.
There you go. Second round of questions, boys. You ready? Because this one, I'm looking for like a degree of honesty here.
Okay.
Yeah?
Oh, this
Okay.
is Mr. and Mrs. then.
Yes, there we go. Who is most likely to forget a birthday? Oof. Are we good to go? Yeah. Be honest.
I've never been good at birthdays.
OK. Jude, wow.
Yeah, I'm not good at birthdays, man.
Fair. You got a lot of things going
Or
on.
names.
OK, fair play. OK, I like the honesty here. Who has the strangest habits and rituals?
Stop.
What's that? Hang on a minute, Trent.
Stop.
Go on.
Nah, that's just a weird question, though. Because I don't think we have any.
Well, why are you laughing at that?
Yeah, exactly. Fact.
The strangest habits.
Well, yeah, that immediately sent you off.
I think that's my wake-up alarm, you know.
Wow.
No,
Who's
man.
got the blower?
That is actually, that could be you
That's
just for that
outrageous.
reason, you know.
Yeah.
What?
I remember I heard that for the first time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that is an aggressive alarm. OK, fair play.
Anyone can touch it if you want.
There we go. All right, please reveal your answers. Jude, yeah, OK. Jude,
It's a
not
bad
bad.
alarm, isn't it?
That's an aggressive
to be
alarm,
fair-
man. It's like an
No,
army
it's the
corps.
only thing
Yeah,
that
it's
gets me
like,
up,
it is.
man.
It's like Sergeant Major's got you up and you...
Yeah.
How are you starting your day like that?
I
That's a
know,
worry.
yeah.
It makes you lock in.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, fair play.
gotta wake up.
Who has the best dress sense? Come on, boys. Be honest. Be honest, lads. Be honest. Because I've seen you both at fashion shows.
We're never
going to
agree on this.
I've seen you wear some rascal.
We're never going to agree on that. Ever.
Do you know what? I'm gonna just to split it. Who's had the worst fashion like faux pas? Like who's messed up the most recently?
You wasn't having the dungarees. Yeah.
Nah. I was thinking.
I see you in the dungarees in Monaco.
I was thinking further back. Them trousers.
Nah, but that wasn't my fault.
You can't get dressed in the morning and put your own clothes on and say
That wasn't my fault.
I was thinking about them trousers.
Listen, you're gonna have to put that in the group chat. We're gonna have to see these trousers because
That wasn't my fault, though.
What do you mean it wasn't your fault?
how could you get dressed and say it wasn't your fault?
Because basically, right, we were doing something straight after camp. I had no stuff with me. So he puts me in touch with his personal shopper. So I ordered the outfit that I want, but the sizings are wrong.
It was a little bit big, but he.
Nah, they were They were criminally
It was the
oversized.
shirt as well.
They were criminally
The shirt was
oversized.
minging as well.
They were criminally oversized.
Minging's a strong word. We like it. OK, listen, this one, it leads me on quite nicely because we've got one more question. Who is the most competitive? That was quick. Are we going to agree?
Never.
Wow, never. Well, that answers your question.
Never.
OK, well...
It's not possible for someone to be more competitive than me.
It's not. It is possible.
It's not.
I'm telling you, it's possible.
Here's one.
Go on.
Ask the squad.
OK.
Every time someone else comes on, say who's more competitive.
No. You're just a sore loser. You're a big baby when you lose.
So are you.
That don't make you competitive. It just makes you a baby.
So are you.
No, I ain't. I'm competitive in the thing. Afterwards, shaking.
No, you won't.
Congratulations.
No, you won't.
I am.
No, you won't.
You're a sore loser, bro.
No, you aren't. You're a sore loser.
You were on the paddle the other day
You're
when
a
you
sore
were
loser.
losing points.
You're a sore loser.
Honestly.
I don't
Not
think,
a
you know
sore
what,
loser.
without...
You're bitter you are when you lose.
Well, we're gonna find
he gets
out.
nasty when he loses.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
So did you.
No, you get real nasty. You get real personal.
Oh.
Wait, don't say that. Like I start attacking people.
Actually, I don't want to be a Jew anymore.
All right, guys. Listen, last one. We've got a tiebreaker because it is 5-5. We cannot split you. All right, this one's almost our closest to the pin situation. OK, are you ready? Jude was the 14th most popular baby name in 2023. Wow. That is outrageous. That's
Where?
influence.
In England?
I've actually not got... I think it is in the UK.
Okay.
But where did Trent rank? Nearest to the correct answer wins.
848th.
In what year?
2023, brother.
Can we have number one? Or do you not have that? Just so I can find my bearings.
Nah, you got to think it's just like
It's closest to the pin, boys. I can't give you too much out.
I'm 40.
I'll give it to you to the nearest 100.
Right.
I'll give you 100 swing either way. So don't worry.
He thought he was going to be higher than that. He was nearest 100.
nah.
He went,
I've given you a clue there as well.
yeah, you have.
I'm going to start with the countdown. Is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reveal your answers. 133rd, 240th. I can tell you, Trent, you are correct because it was actually the 1,352nd most popular
That's
name.
from him, that is, you know.
That's a really bad
That's
question,
proper
that, isn't it?
minging, that
Do you know
is
what?
from
You can actually blame the producer for putting that one in. I did all the other questions.
Yeah,
She threw in the
that's mean.
tiebreaker.
That's awful,
That threw in the
that is.
tiebreaker.
14th. You're a...
Listen,
It was a good year.
it's unique.
It was a good year, yeah.
All right, boys. Listen, we could have absolutely blown up the servers for the amount of fan questions we got for this episode. So
Okay.
I'm going to ask you, you up for answering through?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Sure.
Sweet. Perfect. OK. So, Mackenzie asks, what is your favourite song of all time? Boys. go on.
Oh, my
And I know I've thrown you right under the bus here. Favourite song of all time? What's the go-to? Timeless classic.
I'll say Luther Vandross, Never Too Much.
I like Elvis. I like
Yeah?
a song called Love Me by Elvis. I like.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, it's too eclectic
We're
music.
both-
Have you heard that one?
Probably not.
Get on it, man.
Do you know what? You know what? Let me send me a playlist. I like the routes that you lot are
Yeah,
going.
no.
It's unbelievable, off the beaten path. Madison wants to know who's the hardest player you've come up against in training.
Ooh.
Ever or with England? With England, yeah.
Yeah, with England gone.
I think Walks.
Walks.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Walks.
can imagine Walks is rough.
I would say... I'll say Delhi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
class.
Yeah, when like my first few camps
Yeah.
when I was younger and he was at the top of his game at the time, was untouchable.
Absolutely must have. Okay, well, you know what? I've got a question that was actually recorded at one of the England warm-up games in a tournament. This is for Jude from Marco, so take a look, put your earphones in.
Hi, I'm Marco. I got a question for Jude. What do you prefer, paella or full English breakfast?
Different times of the day, though, innit?
Oh, it's tough, that.
Oh, that's a tough question, really.
Just because he's just getting hammered. If I say paella, to be fair, I do prefer full English breakfast, but there's a lot of good Spanish meals as well. I'd go full English, but it's different times of day, no?
Yeah. You ain't. I mean, if you're smashing a paella at 9:30 in the morning, I think
stomach's going to be in bits.
Yeah, trouble.
Probably full English.
Okay, Trent, would you make of it? Go on.
I don't really like full English breakfast, to be honest. But I don't really like seafood either, so...
Spaghetti hoops for you, yeah?
Just give me like a chicken rice dish, I'm good to go.
There we go. It's nice and easy. All right, boys, that is enough of the questions. Thank you so much for sending them in. Remember, keep getting involved in the show using the hashtag #LionsDen. But right now, it's serious. You've been through some tough tests this tournament in your careers, but right now it's very, very serious because we're about to get into what a clearance. And you're up against maybe one of the best performances I've ever seen in a LionsDen challenge, because Aaron Ramsdale and Bukayo Saka not only hit triple figures, but they almost doubled the top score. 145 they scored. OK, so, guys, are you ready? You think you feel confident?
You know what? This one's for Rammers, because he came up to me about 2 days ago talking about the challenge, saying, have I seen it yet? And said, you'll never, ever, ever beat it.
So it's time to start. Listen, that's that competitive spirit that I wanted to see.
Game on.
All right, boys. So while we have a little stroll over there, I explain the game for you guys at home. Have a little look at what's been happening over the last few weeks on What a Clearance. Boys, you ready?
Yep.
Yeah? Right, let's go. Let's play.
That's one of the best moments ever!
This is okay. This is good. This is nice. I like what you're doing. Here we go. That's sensational. And again, beautiful. Wow. What is happening to my table, boys? Let's play. Oh, the double three off what? This is setting up to be a lovely score. B, that's beautiful stuff. Your score. 145 points. That is actually incredible.
Deck swirling about. Surely he just grabbed the 25 there.
What a clearance is here. We've got Trent and Jude in my pool hall. Guys, the game is simple. You've got 40 seconds, pot as many balls as possible. Each ball has a squad number written on it. The 8 obviously represented, the 10 represented. Remember, if you pot the 8, you get 8. You pot the 10, you get 10. If you pot the black, -10. The white ball goes in, or off the table, it's -5.
Okay.
Okay, so you boys, you get the game, right? If you pot a ball, you give the cue to your partner. If you miss, you carry on until you pot one.
Okay.
Nice and easy. Okay, so, boys, can you get me 12 balls, please? I'm going to tell you, there was a bit of a strategy with Rammers and Sacks. They managed... Oh, yeah. Not too much looking. OK, I'm not going to allow... Trent?
Oh, sorry.
That eagle eyes,
sorry.
Yeah? Take the eagle eyes away from there and put them back on there. OK, I'm seeing a lot of high numbers. And what they did, I will have to give you this piece of advice, is they put all of their high numbers at the back.
How does that work, then?
At the bottom of the triangle. That's all I'm saying. Because as much as I love Rammers and Sacks, I also want to see this score get beat. I want to see you boys do something special here. OK, let's roll. OK, boys, what is the strategy right now?
Smack them.
Absolutely smash them. That's perfect. Here we go. Right, I'm seeing some fantastic numbers here, by the way. The 19, the 26, the 20s in there, the 16. We've got a lot of double figures, boys. A lot of double figures. Boys, take your cues. Remember, 145 is the score to beat. 98. Oof. The boys are ready. The boys are ready. OK. Here we go. Who's going to break? That's the question.
I'll break.
Awesome.
There we go. OK. Boys, you're 40 seconds. Remember, that time will go quick. It's 40 seconds to pot as many balls as you can. If you pot a ball, you give the cue to your partner.
Don't give me the cue. I'll just play.
Yeah.
Boys,
Don't waste time passing cues.
your 40 seconds starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's play. On your toes. On your toes. Yes. OK, perfect. There we go. Remember, this is a very fast table. Oh, sensational. That's the 21 dog as well. It's massive. Trent was giving it that. I'm not that good at pool. This is outrageous. Remember, speed is of the essence, boys. Speed. You carry on. You keep going. You make sure that white doesn't go in. There we go. The technique is a bit mad, Jude. I can't lie. The technique's a little... Move quick, move quick, move quick.
I don't know what I'm aiming
15 seconds, let's go. This has to be the one. This has to be the one.
I can't hit it!
Get involved. Get involved, get involved, get involved. Go right, go right, go right, go right.
Is that the angle, yeah?
3, let's go. That's the one. Let's go. One, last one, last one. 3, 2, 1. Time has gone.
You're good, you know, bro.
You're not.
Don't play this game.
Okay, boys. Okay, it was a great start.
We've got a chance here.
Slow middle.
What? Well, we've got all the 20s on that.
Let me check the pockets, okay? Because sometimes balls do get caught up in the... Hey. You're going to do it. You've got to do it with some finesse, okay?
With a little bit of finesse, man.
It's outrageous. Heavy-handed over it. How many?
What number was it? What number was it?
Okay. We have the 19. It's a good start. Trent, put them balls down now. 22. Okay, you've boys have done okay.
Fine.
21. I don't know how official this score
40,
is.
62.
The 26. This is something smells fishy.
88.
8. Something smells so fishy in this score, let me tell you. And 20. Let me just make sure.
116.
No, there's more in there.
No, I don't know if there is unless you've...
Watch out away then.
Go and check, go and check.
116.
161.
Well, there's supposed to be a big reveal, boys. You can't just be ruining it. Okay.
You see, if
Boys.
you don't...
You're right, mate.
Let me tell you. It is a respectable second place with a score of 116. That is, let me tell you, there was a time in the middle there where I thought it might never happen, Jude. I can't lie. You might be good at...
Are you sure
you might be fantastic at football. You're good at a lot of things. But let me tell you, Paul is something that you might need to spend a little bit of time working on. Still, don't judge my counting over it.
I'm not sure you got that right, you know.
I think they are.
No banter.
Hey, it's my pool hall.
20,
30,
40, 60, 80.
Yeah?
30, 50, 79, 100.
Yeah?
Have you got a calculator?
126.
Is that 120? It still doesn't put you top of the
was it?
leaderboard, but we will work it out.
126 years.
It's 100. So producer's 116. We've got
30,
boffins working behind
50,
the scenes.
69, 90, 120, 116.
There we go, boys. Don't ever come to my pool table. And not only that, I think 25
and
of
the
these...
10. And the 10. And the 10.
Behave yourself, boys. That is all we got time for. It's been an absolute pleasure. I can't say... You didn't put them balls back down, Jude.
Are we sure you're not counting this properly? Yeah.
Before this ends up in
25.
absolute chaos. OK, we're going to be back 2:30 tomorrow. We've got Stones and Walks live on all of England's social channels. God, these two are going to teach these two how to count before the next episode, but we'll see you again tomorrow. Lester's Lions dead.
More than
Connected
you,
by
bro.
you.
No, you didn't.
I did.
I didn't miss a shot.
Yeah.